record on this computer. Okay, so the topics that we're going to cover in this subject consists of these 6 modules. After the first 2 modules, we'll have our first quiz. Modules 3 and 4, after that, we'll have quiz number 2, and then after 5 and 6, we'll have the third quiz, and then you'll have the finals, which consists of 2 reports. And as I mentioned, you're going to work. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but if you're working with a group in the first project, you should not have a common member in the second project. So that means if you work with your classmate A, B, C, D, when you go to the next group, you should not have a member that belong to the first project. Okay, we'll deal with this the grouping by next meeting, because we'll have a meeting tomorrow on Friday about the outline. So let's have a discussion of this once we finalize the outline for your project. Okay, so I hope you looked at our modules, the outline, and it says here that we're going to explain the major role of financial management and the different individuals involved. We're going to look at financial institutions, instruments, and markets. And we're going to see what are the different financial institutions and what services they provide. The instruments also that's used in financial management. And we're going to take a look at the flow of funds. Okay, so I hope you did some reading on this. Now, what we're going to do is, as I said, and as you said in your expectations, we want this subject to be fun. We want this to be interactive. So what we're going to do is, when we have activities, for example, a surprise exercise, then I'm going to collect these exercises, and then of course I'm going to give it points, so that will also be a motivation for you to attend classes, because you won't be able to do the exercise if you're not here in the in class, in our virtual classroom. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to collate this, and I'm going to add your scores, and then at the end of the term, I'll give this as a bonus points. Not bonus points, I'm bonus percentage. So for example, if you get from 95 to 100, that will be equivalent to 5%. So for example, if your final grade is 93%, I'm going to add 5% to that. So that means you get a 98%, that means a 4. So that should be a plus points for you, okay? Is that good, guys? Okay ba yun? Okay, so, all right. So that will also encourage you to look at our outline, and maybe read ahead, research ahead. Okay, so for today, I'm going to, this is just a review. This is just more on financial literacy IQ. So let's play a Kahoot game. I'm sure you know what Kahoot is, right? You have experienced that, I'm sure. Okay, so tama ba? Ano, yung yes dito, yung sa Kahoot ba yun? You have played a Kahoot game before, right? Okay,
Yes
good.
po.
So familiar na kayo doon, ha? Okay, so I'm going to load ko na muna yung Kahoot natin. So this is individual. Okay, so okay, so you know how to enter Kahoot, right?
Yes po.
Yeah, kahoot.it. Okay, so can you hear the sound, guys, the background? Rinig ba yung background, guys? No, wait, Sandali, sandali. Let me fix the... Saan ba yung audio settings nito? Automatically adjust microphone. Okay. Saan ba yung audio nito?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I believe when you're sharing screen in Zoom, there
Mm-mm.
should be a selection. There should
Oo.
be a selection box at the lower left portion
Yeah.
that
Yes.
says share computer audio.
Share computer audio. Sandali ah.
Yep.
Sa mute yun, di ba?
Sa share screen po.
Sandali ah. Okay. Sorry, nakalimutan ko na kasi it's been quite some time since I run this. Sa button, di ba may mute, may start video, may dito sa share ba? Sa tatlong buttons.
Yes po, sir.
Yun, share computer sound, yes. Nasa 3 buttons. Okay, that one, guys, can you hear now? Can you hear
Sir,
now?
are you share screening po ba Kahoot?
Yeah.
Okay. Rinig na po.
Can you hear now?
Yes po.
Okay, sige. So, kindly key in the game pin, guys, 945-8510. And then, when you write your name, guys, family name, first name, then, walang space, no? Para alam ko kung sino yung points na kailangan ko eh. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay, it's correct. So this exercise is has 20 questions. These are questions about what you have learned before, financial statements, and a little about markets, just to see if you did some advanced reading about the functions of finance and the markets. Okay, so I think we have anyone having a problem with entering our game 26? Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Let's give your classmates a few more seconds. Meron pa bang trying to enter? Okay, just to be fair to everyone, let me just see, count ko ulit kung ilan tayo, no? Kasi complete kayong lahat ngayon. So I think we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, okay. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So you're 29. Okay. Anyone else trying to enter? Okay. One more. Otherwise, I'll start, no? Okay. May hindi pa makapasok? Okay, so let's start the okay. All right, so you're complete. Let's start the questions, guys. Okay. Okay, so for the first question, the balance sheet shows the value of the assets, liabilities, and equity. Anong answer nito, guys? Pag balance sheet, di ba, at a specific point in time, di ba? Kunyari, as of December 31, ito na yung cash ng company, ito na yung AR, ito na yung inventory. So, ang end of the fiscal year naman, that's the income statement, no? So, ang answer dito, guys, at a specific point in time, that's the balance sheet. Kaya nga, pag nakikita natin balance sheet, di ba, as of, pag income statement naman, for the period. Because ang income statement, minimeasure natin from the beginning, let's say January 1 hanggang December 31, kinokulate lahat ng sales, ng expenses. On the other hand, guys, ang balance sheet as of a specific point in time. So that's letter C. Okay, so 3 got it, guys. Okay, next question. So Kyla, number 1, tapos si Tyler, no? Tapos si Kathleen. So 19 more questions, guys. Let's go. Main objective of this business organization. Okay, the answer, guys, is nobody got it, no? But the main objective of a business organization is not to maximize profit. Neither is it to minimize cost. Neither is it to satisfy customers. The main objective of a business organization should be to maximize shareholder value or to maximize shareholder wealth. We're going to discuss this in a little while, okay? So, but that should be the main objective. I'm not saying here that profit maximization is not important, neither minimizing cost or satisfying customers. They're all important. They should be part objectives of the organization. But the main objective should be to maximize shareholder value. Okay, so let's go. Next question. Okay, so 14 of you got it. Congratulations. Okay, so in most corporations, the CFO does not rank above the CEO. Usually it's the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, who is the highest, has the highest position in the organization, okay? But the body that is highest ranking in any corporation is the board of directors. And the CFO, the CEO, and the rest of the executive officers report to the board of directors. The CFO does not report to the controller, okay? The CFO normally reports only to the CEO, okay? The chairman of the board must also be the CEO, usually, guys, but not necessarily. Pwedeng yung CEO, hindi chairman of the board, okay? So let's see. Okay, still ops na si Kathleen is number 1 now, 1243. Okay, Marco is second. Lee Hanson is third. Okay, let's go next, guys. Money markets are markets for okay, money markets, no? Kasi sa financial markets, guys, meron tayong money markets, yung pinaka-fundamental na markets sa money markets and capital markets. Yung money markets, guys, they are for short-term securities. Treasury bills, no? Yung treasury bills, guys, ano yung treasury bills? Sino yung umuutang doon? Anyone, guys? Utang yan eh. Nangungutang yan, yung treasury bills. Sino nangungutang? Anyone? When you hear the word treasury bills, Sino yung nangungutang doon? It's a debt, no? May body na nangungutang. Sino yon? Anyone? Just sound off. Unmute yourself. Pag narinig yung
Sir,
treasury.
wala ko lang po.
Yes, sige.
Mga business organizations.
Okay. Pag business organizations, sino to, please?
This is Marco, sir.
Marco. Okay. Marco, thank you, ha? Marco, good guess, no? However, may special name tayo kapag business organizations ang nangungutang, kunyari malalaking business, short-term yung utang, ang tawag doon CP, commercial paper. Ang treasury bills, guys, ang umuutang nito government, no? Kaya nga maririnig niyo minsan 90-day treasury bill, ang government ang nag-i-issue nun. Ibig sabihin nangungutang yung gobyerno. Short-term lang siya. May treasury bill na 30 days, merong 90 days, merong 180 days. So short-term 'yon. So itong mga treasury bills, guys, they are traded in the money markets. Okay, remember guys, a market is a place where buyers and sellers converge, no? Doon sila nagko-converge, doon sila nagte-trade. So kapag short-term lang yung pinag-uusapan, 1 year, it's called money market. Kapag long-term, more than 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 100 years even, it's called capital markets. So pag sinabing treasury bills, government ang nangungutang yan. Meron din na natawag na treasury bonds. So ang treasury bonds, it's not traded in the money market, it's traded in the capital markets. Kasi ang treasury bonds, IOU din ng government yan, nangungutang yung government, payable in 5 years, may 10 years, may 20 years, may 30 years, okay? So those are called treasury bonds. But they are instruments, securities that are issued by the government, okay? So foreign currencies, guys, trade yan sa forex market, no? Consumer automobile loans, hindi siya money market. Common stocks, saan trade guys yung common stocks? Saan siya trade? Money markets ba yan? Usually short-term ba yan? Hindi.
Stock markets.
Stock markets, okay. And stock markets, ang tawag dyan guys, capital markets, no? Kasi long-term yung duration ng mga yan. Okay? So I hope clear sa atin yun. Money markets, short-term yan, no? For short-term securities. Pag sinabing security guys, debt security kunyari, it's a contract, no? It's a document. Kaya sinasabing secured kasi parang ini-insure ng umuutang na babayaran niya yung hinihiraman niya. And there's a document for that. And that document is called the security. No? Short term, so you find it in the money markets. Long term securities sa capital markets yun. Okay, so the answer is short term debt security. So 11 of you got it? Okay, so naglalaro-laro yung natin, yung ranking natin. So next, guys, which of the following is an example of a capital market instrument? Yan, answer na natin kanina yan. Oh, okay. So 13. Remember guys, capital market, long term. So sinabi ko kanina common stock. Yung commercial paper, money market yan. Okay? Treasury bills, saan to guys? Money market to o capital market? Pag treasury bill. Anyone? Unmute na lang guys. Philippine government treasury bill, saan to?
Money market.
Money market yan. Kasi treasury bill yan, bill, no? Pag treasury bond, capital market yon. Kasi ang treasury bond is different from treasury bill in the duration. Ang treasury bill hanggang 1 year lang yan. Ang treasury bond above more than 1 year. Okay, bankers acceptance guys, instrument din to. Ang tawag din dito bills of exchange. So maraming maraming terminologies. Ang bankers acceptance parang guarantee ng bangko. parang it's a check, no? Parang check siya na parang ginagaranti ng bangko na babayaran niya yung amount na yan. Kunyari 500,000. Tapos, ang nag-issue niyan yung bangko na inaano niya na parang sinecertify niya o ina-assure niya na babayaran niya yung amount na yan at a specific point in time. Okay, usually, less than 1 year din. So, napaka-ano nito, halos walang risk yan. Kasi kunyari, ang nag-issue niyan si BPI o si BDO o si Metrobank. So, alam natin na babayaran yan ng mga bangko kasi these banks are very liquid and kaya-kaya nilang bayaran yan. So, usually, pwedeng i-trade yan. Kunyari, meron akong banker's acceptance or bills of exchange na 1 million. Pero ito, makukuha ko pa sa December 31 pa. So, pwede kong sabihin sa'yo, ibenta ko na lang sa itong itong banker's acceptance. 1 million to. Bigyan mo na lang ako ng 995,000. So, diniscount natin ng 5,000. Kaya bigyan mo na lang ako ng 950,000. Kailangan ko na kasi ng pera ngayon. Pero makukuha mo yan sa December 31. Sigurado naman yan kasi ang nagbigay niyan si Metrobank. Okay? Ang tawag ng guys, banker's acceptance. So, this is traded in the money market. Itong banker's acceptance na to. So, lahat ng tatlong to guys, these are traded in the money market. Only common stock is traded in the stock market, and the stock market guys is called a capital market. Okay? So, I hope sa quiz na to guys, nagiging clear sa atin. Lesson na kasi natin to So, we're doing this in the form of a quiz. Okay? So, si Gwyn yung number 1 natin. Okay? Next. On a balance sheet, retained earnings are not unspent cash because okay, the answer is okay, they have been used to finance the firm's assets. Okay, now we're going to meet this more, yung retained earnings. Pag nakita nyo retained earnings, guys, sa ano lang yan, saan nyo lang makikita sa balance sheet ng isang corporation. Okay, so you will not see that in a sole proprietorship. You will not see that in a partnership. Yung retained earnings can only be seen in a corporation, sa balance sheet ng corporation. Part yan ng equity, no? So yung equity, ang mga laman niyan, yung common stock, yung retained earnings, usually yung dalawang yon, no? So unlike a sole proprietorship or a partnership, where what you see in the capital side is, kunyari, Juan de la Cruz, capital. Di ba yun natutunan nyo sa accounting? Pag partnership naman, 2 or more yung nasa capital. Pag corporation, you find either common stock, preferred stock, at saka yung retained earnings na to. Okay? So 10 of you got it. That's good. So still green is in the first place. Next, guys. Most important number on the income statement. Okay, that's correct, no? 18 of you got it. Ang pinaka-importanting number sa income statement, pag tingnan nyo yung income statement, yung bottom line. Ano ba yung tinatawag na bottom line? Yung net income after all expenses has been deducted. So, kasama dyan, binawas na lahat ng operating expenses, binawas lahat ng financial expenses, which includes interest, binawas na pati yung tax, tinanggal na. So, ang tawag dyan, guys, the bottom line, no? So, yun ang pinaka-importanting number sa income statement. The net profit after tax. Okay, so still the same positioning, okay? Si Aaron, no? Streak of 4 correct answers in a row. Go for it, guys. Go for it, no? Okay, next. 8th question. Earnings per share, EPS, is calculated by... Okay, the correct answer is Yung EPS, guys, we're going to meet this when we discuss ratios, no? Earnings per share. How do you compute earnings per share? Magkano yung net income after tax divided by ilang shares ba yung outstanding? No? Ilang shares, ilang common shares ba? So this is the answer. Earnings, that's the net income after tax, divided by ilang common shares outstanding. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya, earnings per share. So very suggestive yung pangalan, guys, na per share. So we just divided by the number of shares outstanding. Okay, so 5 of you got it? That's good. Okay, so si Ray ngayon, si Martin ang number 1. Okay, next. Question number 19. Okay. Nag-increase yung inventory, guys. Ano ibig sabihin ng nag-increase yung inventory? Bumili tayo ng inventory. Pag bumili ng inventory, guys, naglabas ng pera o may pumasok na pera? Naglabas ng pera. So, outflow of cash yan. Walang kinalaman yung depreciation expense kasi inventory ito, hindi naman to fixed asset, di ba? Walang kinalaman yung depreciation expense. Hindi siya inflow of cash. Ina-expect pa lang naman natin na sales to increase. Hindi pa naman nabebenta, no? Bumili tayo ng inventory, ibig sabihin nun, naglabas tayo ng pera. So, outflow of cash yan. Hindi pa pwedeng inflow of cash. Pag inflow of cash, pag nagbenta na tayo. Pero ang sabi kasi dito, ina-expect pa lang natin ang sales mag-increase. Hindi pa nagbebenta. Okay? So, nag-increase yung inventory, ibig sabihin, bumili tayo ng inventaryo, naglabas tayo ng pera. Okay, so that's part of the cash flow statement. So 6 of you got it? Okay. So still may konting change sa top 5 positions. Next. Question number 10. Arrange this according to appearance in the balance sheet. Itong limang to. Okay. All right. Natutunan sa accounting, guys, na yung balance sheet, dalawang major categories yan, di ba? Yung current assets at saka yung long-term assets. Yung current assets, how is it arranged? Ano yung operative word doon? Pakichat nga, guys. How are current assets arranged? Or how are assets in general arranged? According to what, guys?
Liquidity.
Correct. According to liquidity. So the closer it is to cash, it will appear first, no? So dito sa lahat to current assets, no? Cash, tapos marketable securities, tapos receivables, tapos inventories, tapos yung prepayments. Okay, that's how the current assets should be arranged. Unang-una, siyempre yung cash muna. Tapos, marketable securities are short-term investments. No? Example ng marketable securities, treasury bill. Treasury bill pala. Investment in treasury bill. Kunyari yung company, nag-invest sa treasury bill. So that means, yung security na yan, pwede yung ma-convert into cash within 1 year. Okay, so ang arrangement ito, cash muna, tapos marketable securities, tapos receivables, tapos inventories, and then prepayments. So that means ito yun, no? So green. So 3 of you got it. Mali yung A, guys. C, A, inventories, tapos nauuna, guys, yung marketable securities kaysa sa inventories. In fact, guys, mauuna yung receivables, no, bago mag-inventories. Kasi inventories, hindi pa nabebenta yan, eh. Sino mas malapit sa cash? Yung inventories o yung receivables? Mas malapit yung receivables kasi nabenta na yan, it's a matter of collection. Inventories, hindi pa nabebenta yan. No? So, sino mas malapit sa cash? Receivables or inventories? Definitely receivables. Pero mas malapit sa cash si marketable securities or short-term investments. So the answer is C, B, E, A, D. Okay? So let's see. So walang change sa position. Okay, next. Question number 11. What is net working capital? Okay, net working capital it's a measure of a firm's overall liquidity. Kasi tinitingnan natin dyan yung current assets at saka current liabilities. So we'll discuss that more, but suffice it to say, guys, net working capital is a measure of overall liquidity. Okay, next. So nagbago tayo ng ng positioning. Si Ariana na yung nasa number 1. No? Next. One fixed asset that is not depreciated is yes, correct. Si land lang, guys, yung fixed asset na hindi dinidepreciate, no? Cash and inventories are not fixed assets. Equipment is depreciated. So most of you got it? Very good. Land, guys, is a fixed asset that's not depreciated. Okay? So, okay, nagbago ng konti yung positioning. Next. Question number 13. The blank flows result from debt and equity financing. Okay. May clue na tayo, no? Debt and equity na. You remember, guys, yung first day natin, sabi natin, yung formula na assets is equal to liabilities plus equity. Yung composition ng liabilities at saka equity, yung mga decision na ginagawa ng company about how much dapat yung debt, how much yung equity, or how much will a project be financed by debt, by equity, those are part of financing activities. Kaya nga, the financing flows, no, result from transactions on the debt and equity side. No? So that's financing. Not cash, no? Not operating, neither investing. Remember, investing, mga cash flows from long-term assets, no? Investment in like property, plant, and equipment. Okay, so ngayon, ang standing natin, si Ariana pa rin number 1. So medyo nagbabago yung top 5 natin. Next question, question number 14, 7 more. Associated with the purchase or sale of fixed asset and business interest. Fixed asset daw, so ano yan? Okay. Sabi ko kanina, any movement sa fixed asset, guys, investing yan. No? Any movement sa financing side, financing activities, any movement dun sa day-to-day activities, yung operations, operating flow yan. No? So 12 of you got it. So next. Okay, so si Patricia, 3 in a row. Okay, so si Ariana is still number 1. Next. Question number 15, expenses that appear on the income statement but do not involve an actual cash outlay. Okay, correct, no? 19 of you got it. Very good. And can you give me an example, guys, of an expense that appears in the income statement pero wala naman talaga linabas na cash? Anyone? what is an expense in the income statement which does not really involve a cash outlay?
Operating expense po, sir.
Operating expense, kunyari, example, transportation expense. Naglabas ba talaga ng pera doon? Transportation, kunyari, yung ginamit ng staff na, na para bumili ng items. May cash outlay ba yon? Anyone, guys? Yes or no? Naglabas ba ng pera doon, guys? Oo. Thank you, Erin. Thank you. You're correct, no? Pero sandali, oo. Erin is correct. Pero before Erin, ano yung answer mo? Paki-share sa lahat. Pero transportation expense, utilities, lahat yan nag-i-involve ng cash, no? May isang expense lang, guys, na it does not, well, there are a few expenses na it does not involve cash outlay. So sabi nga ni Erin, paki-share yung answer mo to everyone.
Sir, depreciation po.
Yeah, oo, depreciation. Tama, no? So it's depreciation. Depreciation, guys, is an expense that did not involve cash outlay. Okay, Cyril, thank you for your answer. Accrued expense, meron yan, no? Meron. Ano ba yung accrued expense? Accrued expense, guys, are expenses that have been incurred already but have not yet been paid. Pero, kung titingnan natin sa isang whole period, kaya isang taon, pwedeng sa first month accrued yan, pero the following month, babayaran din yan. No? Okay, kunyari yung utilities. Initially, guys, pag natanggap na natin yung bill natin ng Meralco, kunyari, nagamit na natin yung bill na yan. Pero, yung electricity, kaso hindi pa natin nababayaran, accrued yan. Pero guys, eventually, mababayaran yan. On the other hand, depreciation, kahit matapos yung buong taon, wala naman tayo talagang binabayad na depreciation expense. So, walang cash outlay yan. Okay, so next. Okay. Sorry, Caleb, I-discuss na natin mamaya, Caleb, ha? It's okay, it's okay. All right, so si Ariana, number 1. Kung makakapasok ka ulit, Caleb, pasok ka na lang, ha? Okay, we're down to the last 5 questions. Gain or loss on the sale of an equipment is recorded in Okay, answer is operating. Tama. Mukhang na-discuss to sa accounting nyo, no? So, yung purchase of equipment, papasok yan sa investing activity. Pero pag binenta mo na yung equipment, tapos nagkaroon tayo ng gain or sale doon, papasok yan sa operating. Hindi siya papasok sa investing. Okay? So, okay, medyo nagbago na yung natin, yung nasa scoreboard natin. Next. So, this is the 4 more questions. Increase in prepayments is a Okay, the answer is ano ba yung prepayments, guys? Example, prepaid rent, prepaid insurance. Mga prepayments, guys, these are assets na binayad in advance and it has not been utilized, it has not been used, no? Kunyari, prepaid rent. So, a prepayment is an advance payment. So, it's a use of cash and it will fall under operating activities. So, yun yung prepayment natin. So, 4 of you got it. Hindi siya source of cash, no? Kasi pag sinabing source of cash, papasok ang cash. Pag prepaid, guys, nagbabayad tayo in advance, no? Kaya use of cash siya. Nag-outflow tayo ng cash. Okay, so same position, guys. And last 3 questions. Issuance of preferred stock is Okay. Issuance of preferred stock. 4 of you got it. Preferred stock, guys, financing to, no? Pag nag-issue tayo ng preferred stock, ibig sabihin, the company is calling in more investors. So it gets money, tapos nag-issue siya ng preferred stock. So it's a source of cash for financing. Okay? So pag nag-issue yung company ng common stock, okay, nag-aano siya ng investors, no? Kumukuha siya ng investors. So it gets cash. In return, nagbibigay siya ng ng parang it's a certification na yung nagbigay ng cash, it's a part owner of the business, no? Okay, so no change in the position. Last 2 questions. You sold 200 shares of Jollibee. Sa broker mo ginawa. Example to ng ano. Okay. Okay, alam na natin money market, no? Yung futures market, hindi pa natin na-discuss to. We'll discuss this as we go along. Meron tayong dalawang klaseng market, primary at saka secondary. Ano yung primary market? What's a primary market? What's the difference between a primary market and a secondary market? Anyone, guys? Primary market? Paki-mute lang, ha? May hindi yata naka-mute, no? Sino ba hindi naka-mute?
Si Albert.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry, sir.
Albert, pa-mute na lang, ha? Thank you. Okay, so secondary market, guys. The answer is secondary market. We'll discuss na lang as we go along kung ano itong mga markets na to. Kasi yan talaga yung module 1 natin. We are talking about financial markets, financial intermediaries, financial institutions. So, I hope you'll bear, guys, with the module kasi kailangan natin i-discuss. And it's also important that we're familiar with this. No? Pag-aaralan natin yan na para may appreciation tayo ng what's the financial market all about. No? Okay? So all konting changes sa positioning. Next, last question, guys. Saan natin makikita yung mga bagong shares na inisyu ng isang firm? Okay, so makikita natin siya sa statement of changes in shareholders' equity. Okay, so that completes, guys, our podium finishers. Congratulations. Yay, Gwyn, congratulations. Palakpan natin si Gwyn. And then Patricia, si Gwyn is 3rd place. Patricia is 2nd place. And then Martin is the 1st place. Okay? So congratulations. Tapos may runner-ups tayo. Okay. So I'm going to collate your yung mga kahut natin. Tapos ilalagay ko rin yan sa natin, sa marks natin. Tapos sabi ko nga, ang promise ko sa inyo, yes, thank you, Kyla, for the congratulations. Congratulate naman, balato. O balato daw. Saan ba ang blowout, Martin? Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I'm going to give you the results of this, no? Okay, punta na tayo ngayon sa lesson natin. I'm going to give you a copy of this PowerPoint, guys, in PDF form. Denzil Consolation Prize. Okay. Ang consolation prize, lahat kayo, guys, pag nag-participate kayo, lahat kayo may bonus points dito towards the end. Dun sa final grade na natin idadagdag. Sabi ko nga, ang highest percent, guys, yan, hindi points, no? So malaki yun. As I said a while ago, kunyari, your final grade is 92%. Tapos, nadagdagan ka ng plus 5%, no? O pwede kang maging from 3, pwede kang maging 4. So malaking jump yun, guys, no? Kasi 5% ang gap between yung mga grades natin is 4%. So pwede maging 2 jumps ka, no? So attend classes, guys, and we'll have more activities like this. Okay, so once again, guys, welcome to Module 1, Introduction to Financial Management. Ano ba yung objectives natin sa module na to? So we're going to learn ano ba yung role ng financial management and who are the people involved. So dyan lalabas yung mga si CFO, yung yung Chief Financial Officer, pati ibang executive officers, different persons involved in the financial management process. We'd like to understand also ano ba yung mga financial institutions, ano ba yung mga financial instruments, ano ba yung mga financial markets. So yung tatlong yan, importante, guys. At the end of this module, dapat naintindihan natin examples of financial institutions, ano ba yung mga financial instruments. Kanina, nabanggit ko na sa inyo, guys. Example ng financial instruments. Like what? Di ba kanina sabi ko, bankers acceptance, treasury bills, treasury bonds, stocks. No? These are examples of financial instruments. Financial market, sabi natin kanina, we learned money market, merong capital market, merong primary market, may secondary market, merong futures market, merong foreign exchange market. So there are many types of markets, and we're going to look at them not so much in the greater detail, basta meron lang tayong basic appreciation of what these markets are all about. And then we're going to look at different types of institutions and what they provide and the service that they provide to their customers. So titingnan natin yung, as I mentioned a while ago, yung mga institutions, yung mga instruments, at saka yung mga markets. And then lastly, guys, for this module, titingnan natin yung flow of funds. It's important that we understand this, yung flow of funds in any organization, yung flow of cash from among the different entities in the financial markets. Okay. So first, let's answer this question. Ano ba yung main objective ng isang business? Okay. So what's the main objective? Main objective of any business? Any suggestion, guys? What comes to your mind? Ano ba yung mga pwedeng objectives ng isang business? Sound off na lang, guys, para hindi na ako mag-ano. Anyone? May na-mention tayo kanina na to eh. Main objective. Diba? Siguro, had I not asked that question a while ago, you could have said, maximization of what? Is to maximize profit, diba? Pwede ba to, guys? Objective ng isang business? Yes. Pwede yan, guys. Maximize profit. Hindi ba kaya tayo set up ng business para ma-maximize natin yung profit natin? Diba? Ano pa kaya, guys? Ano pang pwede objective ng isang business?
Sir, yung sagot po kanina sa Kahoot, yung ano po, value po sa stakeholders po.
Okay, huli na natin yan, ha? Ano pa kayang pwede? Although that's correct, no? Tama yun. And in fact, that should be the main objective of a business. Pero una sabihin natin, usually ang sasabihin natin, minimize cost, di ba? Okay, minimize cost. Pwede yung objective ng isang negosyo yan. Or kung medyo market-oriented ka, sabihin natin, satisfy customers. Diba? Satisfy customers. Is it wrong to satisfy customers? Tell me, guys. Is it wrong to make satisfaction of customers wrong? Mukhang hindi naman yata. Diba? Kasi ang customers, they are the lifeblood of the organization. Without customers, non-existent yung business. Kung wala magpapatronize ng products or services ng isang company, ano pa yung raison d'être, no? Diba? Alam niyo yung term na to, guys? Raison d'être. Raison d'être. D'être, no? Okay? That's French for reason for being. Ano ba yung reason for existence ng isang organization? Unless you're an NGO, okay? Unless you're an NGO, ang reason mo to live is, of course, sustainability, to earn profit. And how can you earn profit? You have to have repeat customers. So these are all valid objectives of any organization. However, guys, ang tanong natin, main objective. It's the main objective. Wala yung, this is my question, the main objective. And from a financial perspective, the main objective should be, sino yung nagsabi kanina, maximize your, paki-identify lang please.
Ako po, si Kyla.
Kyla, okay. Kyla is correct, no? Sabi niya, maximize shareholder value. Okay. Now, in the course of this subject, babalikan natin tong maximization ng shareholder value. Okay? When you say shareholder value, it means yung stock price ng company. So kunyari, take the case of many blue chip companies. Kunyari si Jollibee, which is a favorite example as far as maximization of shareholder value is concerned. It would be interesting, what was the IPO or initial public offering of Jollibee? Dati, no? Ano ba yung IPO? IPO stands for IPO. Initial public offering. IPO stands for, ito yung price ng stock when it was first offered to the market, to the public. IPO. If I'm not mistaken, parang 15 pesos yata, thereabouts yung IPO ng Jollibee. How much is Jollibee now, guys? Medyo bumaba siya in the past few months or years because of what has been happening then. Pero nagre-recover na siya ngayon. Pero ang pinaka-peak niya, umabot siya ng 300 plus eh. Diba? So kunyari, if you bought a share of Jollibee at 15 pesos thereabouts, and it reached a height of 300 plus, and ako alam ko, tataas pa yan, no? So, nagkaroon ka ng appreciation na, nagkaroon ka na ng quote-unquote gain dun sa investment mo, no? And that's the main objective of any business, is to maximize shareholder value. And there are reasons why it should not be maximize profit or minimize cost or even satisfy customers. Just to be clear about this, maximizing shareholder value does not mean negating all these three other objectives. We're talking of the main objective. Okay? Importante yung profit maximization, cost minimization, satisfaction of customers, importante yan. However, that should not be the main objective for several reasons, which we're going to discuss as we go along. Okay? So, sabi ko nga kanina, it should be maximizing shareholder value. Tingnan muna natin sandali guys yung yung question na to, maximize profits, may inherent limitation kasi pag maximization of profits. How about satisfying customers? Importante kaya yung customer satisfaction, no? They say that there are 6 competitive advantage of customer satisfaction. We're going to learn that in your marketing, no? Repeat buying. Pag na-satisfy yung customers mo, magiging repeat customer yan. Babalik at babalik yan. Okay? You'll be able to command higher prices, no? Kasi kapag may loyalty na yung customer, hindi sila magiging price sensitive. Kahit kunyari taasan natin yung pricing, kasi loyal siya, chances are okay lang sa kanya, no? Tas loyalty in crisis, this is what I was saying, no? Pag ang customer, pag sinatisfy mo yung customer, masayang-masayang customer sa inyo, in times of crisis, magiging loyal yan. And this also, yung warm natin, yung word of mouth, magsasabi yan sa iba. That's the best advertiser. Mas magaling na advertiser, lalo na ngayon sa social media. Kung napalpak ka sa service, talagang, naalala guys, recently, di ba? Sa Jollibee, yung towel, nasa yung chicken joy na towel. I don't know if you've heard of that. But that was really damaging to Jollibee. Word of mouth din yun, di ba? So word of mouth can be negative or positive. Lalo na ngayon sa time ng yung napakalakas ng social media. Okay? You see, may nag-comment yata. Yeah, Jollibee towel, no? I wouldn't want to be in that receiving end na nagpa-deliver tapos ang natanggap ko instead of Chicken Joy Jollibee towel, no? Thank you, Albert. Unang kagat, towel ka agad. Magandang yan. I-recommend natin sa Jollibee yan na ano na gawin nila ang tagline nila. Unang kagat, towel kagad. Pwede ka mag-apply, Albert, na ano, ng promo ano nila, promo manager, no? Magandang ano yan, magandang tagline yan. Unang kagat, towel ka agad. Okay. Very good, very good. Tapos one-stop shopping or new product innovation. Pag may bagong product na in-offer si company, chances are bibili din yung si customer, no? So it's one of the customer satisfaction is one of the strongest indicators of customer loyalty. Pag satisfied yung customer, magiging loyal yan. Sabi nga natin, ang customer satisfaction and customer loyalty will lead to repurchasing. Ano yung repurchasing? Bibili ng bibili yan, no? Ano yung cross-selling? Ang cross-selling, guys, pag may ibang produkto yung company, madali mo ibenta din sa ano yun, sa loyal customer. So hindi lang yung product na pinapatronize niya. Cross-selling refers to other products can be offered to that customer kasi loyal na siya. This is what I mentioned a while ago, yung reducing price sensitivity. Kahit na, let's say, in the case where there are rising prices, mas less price sensitive si loyal customer. Unlike si isang not loyal customer, price sensitive yan. Pag medyo tumaas lang yung price, ay, dati ganito lang yung presyo nyo ba't naging ganyan na? Ayoko na dyan. Lipat na ako sa iba. Pag loyal yan, guys, pag tumaas yung presyo, medyo pikit mata din yan, no? Of course, to a certain limit. But as we said, guys, yung loyalty of customers reduces price sensitivity, and as we mentioned a while ago, the powerful word of mouth. Uy, pumunta ka dito, masarap yung ano dyan. Mag-spread din like wildfire. So that's the best advertising. So is customer satisfaction not a good objective? No, it's a good objective, guys. Pero ang pinag-uusapan natin, ano yung main objective ng isang organization? Okay? And you'll learn reasons why the main objective should be to maximize shareholder value for a number of reasons. No? Okay, let's take a look first at, let's distinguish between wealth maximization or shareholder value maximization and profit maximization in terms of planning duration. Okay, magkaiba yan profit maximization versus wealth maximization in terms of planning duration. Kapag profit maximization, guys, ano nangyayari? Ang immediate na objective is to increase profits. Ito talaga yung tinitingnan natin, increase of profits. That's paramount. Ibig sabihin ng paramount, guys, yan ang pinaka-importante. No? Okay? Okay, so because of that, ang gagawin ng management, magka-cut back yan. Any expenses, kung pwede i-cut, ika-cut. Example, guys, training ng staff. Ay, kasi short-sighted na tayo ngayon Basta lang mabawasan ang expense. Kasi profit nga, di ba? Bottom line ng tinitingnan. So, anong mga expenses ang pwede natin tanggalin? Training ng staff, tanggalin natin yan kasi makakataas sila ng expense yan Not knowing, guys, that over the long term, pang long term, guys, pag nag-cut back ka ng training ng mga staff, makaka-apekto yan sa efficiency ng staff. Makaka-apekto yan sa bottom line. Bakit kina-cut back? Kasi nagiging short-sighted yung planning, no? Profit maximization. Basta at the end of the month, dapat ganito yung profit natin. So tanggalin natin mga expenses na na feeling natin na hindi naman makakaano sa sales. That's where profit maximization becomes myopic, no? Kasi nakafocus lang sa profit. Ang wealth maximization, hindi, guys. Ang tingin niyan, guys, long term. That's what wealth maximization is. Long-term effects of discretionary expenditures. That's why, okay lang na tingnan yung advertising, research, training. So, ang tingin ng wealth maximization sa mga ganitong quote-unquote expenditure are investments. Sa profit maximization, hindi yan investments. Expenses yan. Yun ang isang difference, guys. In terms of planning duration, there are certain expenditures from the perspective of wealth maximization are treated as investments. So okay lang. Kahit na ngayong year, medyo mababa yung profit natin, it's okay. Kasi over the long run, tataas yan because ang tinitingnan natin yung ang tinitingnan natin yung how do we maximize shareholder value. Okay? On the contrary, guys, pag profit maximization, basta kasi ang tingin lang natin ngayong year na to, how do we look very beautiful to the shareholders? Di mag-cut back tayo ng mga expenses na yan. Di naman nila malalaman niya na tinatanggal natin yung mga training. Yun ang problema, no? So in terms of planning duration, yun ang problem natin. Risk management. Pag profit maximization, guys, ito yung problema. Sabi ko nga, di ba? Ang focus nito is to minimize expenditure. Okay? So, hindi mag-i-invest yan sa mga possible na hedges. Ano yung hedge? Well, ang hedge, guys, is just think of a yard, no? Okay? Just think of a yard. So, ito assets, kunyari, no? Assets. Tapos, pag sinabi nag-hedge, may yard ka dyan, pinoprotektahan natin yung assets natin to any possible risk. Yan. Tingnan nyo guys, yung illustration. So these are what you call your hedges. In order to minimize yung risk ng assets natin. Kapag profit maximization, gastos lang yan. Wag na tayo mag-hedge against risk kasi dagdag lang sa expense yan. Okay? Unlike, guys, pag wealth maximization, the focus is also on risk mitigation. Pag sinabing risk mitigation, how do we hedge the assets of the organization in order to minimize loss? Yes, it might entail some expenses. No? Dito papasok, guys, yung tinatawag natin derivatives, which we're going to learn in the future a bit more. Okay? Derivatives, dito papasok, guys, sa derivatives, andyan yung derivatives market. Can anyone tell me, guys, examples of derivatives? Sige, ako na lang, no? Kasi malamang bagong ano sa inyo to, no? A derivative, guys, is it's a financial instrument whose value is derived. Kaya nga ang tawag sa kanya derivatives from an underlying asset. So meron tayong tinatawag dito na underlying asset. Okay, so example lang ng mga derivatives, guys. Hindi natin i-discuss muna to ngayon, no? But just for the information of everyone, example, forwards, no? Okay. Futures. Okay, ano pa? Swaps. Ano pa? Options. Yan. These are 4 basic examples of derivatives, no? Ano ba yung gamit ng derivatives? Derivatives are used in order to hedge. Balik na naman tayo dun sa hedging, no? Hedge, protektahan yung assets ng organization. Natatempt tuloy ako na i-discuss to in greater detail, pero I will refrain, no? I will hold back, no? Kasi ang gandang topic to, guys, no? So ang suggestion ko sa inyo, medyo also take a look at derivatives. I'll just give you a basic example. Kunyari, if a company is engaged in, maglagay tayo ng new slide, no? Okay. So suppose a company is engaged in oil, no? So ang raw material niya, oil. Oil business, no? So hindi ko alam kung magkano per barrel ngayon ng oil. So let's just assume na lang tayo na ngayon na $200. I'm not sure, guys, kung magkano na yung price ngayon ng oil. $200 per barrel. Ito main ingredient ng main component, main raw material ng company na to. And we know, guys, that the price of oil is very volatile. No? Kung titingnan natin yung price yan, talagang kung ipa-plot, no, parang sorry nag-ano lang ako, line graph, no? Kung saan gumagalaw, pataas, baba. Okay. Now, a company using oil as their raw material, it's very important to mitigate against the risk kasi pataas yung price na yun. Kunyari, ang product nila, they're selling it at this amount. Paano kung yung raw material naging $400 per barrel? Okay? Naging $400 per barrel. Nag times 2. paano kung nag-promise sila dun sa seller na sa buyer, they're going to sell that product at let's say at a certain price. Patay na yung profit nila. Patay na yan. Kasi 400 per barrel na. So, companies that focus on wealth maximization engage in what we call risk management. They have to manage the risk. Risk mitigation, risk management. Okay, how do they work against the risk? Kasi delikado. Alam naman natin na nagiging ganyan yung price ng oil. So it can engage in risk management or risk mitigation activities by going to the derivatives market. Okay, anong ginagawa sa derivatives market? Okay, pwede tayong pumunta ng futures market. Ano yung futures market? Punta ka doon, it's a market. So, okay, bibili ako ng oil, okay, at $200 per barrel to be delivered at the end of the year. Okay, pag ganun guys, na-fix mo na yung purchase mo ng oil at $200 per barrel, no? So bibili ka na ngayon, it's like a contract. Okay, I'm going to buy this oil, ilang barrels? 1 million barrels. At how much? At $200 per barrel. When is it deliverable? December 31, 2021. Okay, so may contract ka na, no? Parang bumibili ka lang ng stocks yan. Kaso, ito nga lang, ang delivery in the future date. Ayun. So, safe ka na, di ba? Tama ba, guys? Paki-chat nga kung safe ka na. What do you think? Safe ka na ba? Oo, may order limit, no? May order limit yan. In a sense, di ba, pwedeng safe ka na, di ba? Kasi, what happens if on December 31, kunyari hindi ka nag-futures, hindi ka bumili ng futures, tapos December 31, kailangan mo yung 1 million barrels of oil, bumili ka sa spot market, no? Spot market, pag sinabing spot market, yung, as distinguished from a derivatives market, spot market, sandali, sulat ko ha. Spot market is, bibili mo na ngayon. No? Oops. Spot. As distinguished from the futures market. Pag futures, in the future pa ibibigay yan. Spot market, ngayon na. Okay, paano kung hindi ka nag-hedge, hindi ka bumili sa futures market? Bumili ka sa spot market, pagdating ng December 31, ang price na $400 per barrel. Okay. Anong sasabihin ng board of directors sa'yo? Nung June, 200 per barrel lang yan eh. Ngayon, 400 na. So you lost the company $200 per barrel. Bakit hindi ka nag-mitigate against the risk? Prepare now your resignation papers. Or, baka okay lang yung kung resignation papers. Kung fire out ka. Yun. Kasi you lost the company, di ba? Ang finance, it should be managing resources. You just lost the company, you lost billions for the company. Yun ang problema dyan. You get the point, guys? Kung hindi tayo nag-futures market, kung nag-futures market tayo, on December 31, i-deliver yung oil at $200, kasi yun na pag-usapan eh. Diba? Pero kung hindi ka nag-futures market, okay, nag-spot market on December 31 itself, no? Kasi sa spot market, dun ka lang bibili on that day itself. Ay naging 400 na. Guys, pause muna ako ha. Naintindihan ba yung example ko? Paki-chat na lang guys kung yes o no. Okay, thank you. Thank you ha. Kasi minsan I sometimes would get excited tapos tuloy-tuloy ako tapos hindi nyo na pala nakukuha. Thank you for that feedback. Okay. So okay yun guys pag inflationary. Kung tumataas yung prices, ang ganda mag-futures market. Paano guys kung nung December 31, ang naging price ng barrel is only $20 per barrel? Pwede ba yun? Napaka unpredictable guys ang price ng oil, no? Kunyari, pag may na-discover na panibagong oil field lang sa somewhere in the North Sea, kunyari, o dyan sa Pacific, tapos magkakaroon ng maraming source ng oil, pwedeng bumagsak yung price ng oil eh. Okay? O kaya mayroong glut ng supply. Ibig sabihin, ang daming supply. Pag ganyan, pag maraming supply, tapos konti lang demand, bababa yung price ng oil. So that can happen. So pag nasa futures market ka, hindi natin alam kung naka-bargain ka o hindi. Kasi it all depends on the spot price pagdating ng December 31. Kung yung spot price ng December 31, 400, okay tayo. Approved. Hindi, yeah, okay tayo. Panalo tayo. You will get the commendation of the board. No? Pero pag naging 20 yan, patay ka. Okay? Kasi nag-contract ka na $200 per barrel, pero ang spot market, $20 per barrel na lang. Okay, you get the point, guys? Okay, abutin na lang, guys. Meron tayong tinatawag na ang tawag dyan ngayon naman ngayon. Meron pa isang derivative, ang tawag dyan options. Okay. So options market, you're not buying the oil, the commodity. You are buying the option to buy. Kita nyo, guys, ha? Hindi na yung oil ang binibili natin. Ang bibiling ko lang yung option to buy the oil. Okay? So merong option price yan. Pero hindi yung price ng oil itself. So yung option na yan, pwede mong i-exercise yung option sa December 31. Kunyari, December 31. Okay, so nag-trade tayo sa options, nag-invest tayo sa options. Pagdating ng ano yung price natin? Bibili tayo ng 200 per barrel, 1 million barrels. Okay? Ang date of reckoning December 31. Pagdating ng December 31, ang spot price ng oil 400 per barrel na. Anong gagawin mo? I-exercise mo ba yung option? Yes, i-exercise mo yung option. Ituloy mo yung pagbili. Okay? Kung ang price ng oil per barrel is 20, i-exercise mo ba yung option? No. Huwag mo i-exercise yung option. Okay? Ang gawin mo, bumili ka sa spot market na kasi 20 per barrel na lang. Okay? So, anong loss mo? Yung option price lang. Yung option price, minimal lang yan. Okay? So, yun yung difference, guys. So, makikita natin itong derivatives ng futures, options. Okay. So, as I said, guys, sa profit maximization, tinitingnan natin yung risk mitigation. Sa profit maximization, hindi. Kasi added expense yan eh. So, nagiging myopic yung objective natin with profit maximization. That's the problem with profit maximization. How about in terms of pricing strategy? Well, again, guys, kasi ang orientation natin sa profit maximization, sell as high as possible so that tumaas yung profit. Sell it as high as possible in order to increase margins. So, wealth maximization, hindi. Pwedeng i-reverse. Pwedeng i-reduce natin prices in order to build market share over the long term. Ang interest natin is to be able to maximize yung price ng stock sa market, shareholder value, shareholder price. If we're able to maximize shareholder value, we're actually we have what we call value creation. Nakikreate natin yung value ng stock price, no? Stock price. Okay. Pag yung stock price natin bumababa, okay, it's actually called value destruction. So it's value creation or value destruction. Ang focus yan, guys, parehong stock price. Okay. So in terms of capacity planning, ganun din to, guys. Kasi ang profit maximization, huwag na tayo mag-invest ng mahal yung mga equipment eh. So capacity planning is not so much considered. Okay? However, pag wealth maximization, okay lang mag-invest tayo ng malaki ngayon, no? Perhaps this year magiging loss tayo kasi malaki yung mga cash outlay natin. Pero it's okay kasi we're building capacity for future gains, no? Yan ang tawag natin, 'di ba? Investment, 'di ba? Investment ang tawag sa ganyan. Okay. So sabi natin guys, the main objective should be shareholder value maximization. Okay, it's to maximize shareholder value. I think we have only this last slide to, okay, shareholder value. Okay, now, yung iba sinasabi, bakit shareholder lang yung ano? Bakit shareholders lang yung focus? Hindi ba dapat, pati yung iba, dapat binibigyan natin ng focus? Now, that's a valid question, no? Kaya nga nagkaroon ng concept ng triple bottom line. Question lang guys, paki-chat. Have you heard of this concept, yung TBL, triple bottom line? Paki-chat nga please, kung yes or no, kung narinig nyo na tong, ano, yung concept na to. Okay, thank you, Kendrick. How about the rest? Albert, thank you. And Marco, thank you. The rest guys, yun, good. Kung no guys, that's good. Kasi this is an opportunity to learn. Okay, salamat ha. Salamat sa pag-feedback, sa pag-respond. Triple bottom line guys. Let me begin with a question. So you have a firm here. Ito yung company, no? Ito yung firm. Okay, a firm, a business does not operate in a vacuum. There are several parties that are interested in the well-being of the organization. May mga organizations na ino-observe yung organization na yan, yung firm, yung business. Sino-sino yung mga yon? What entities, what institutions, institutions are interested in the well-being of the organization? Can you name some guys? Paki sound off na lang guys. Anong mga organization ang interested dun sa well-being ng firm? Let's name some. Can anyone please name? Magbigay lang tayo ng example. Okay, kung pwedeng i-unmute yung sarili nyo ha, guys. Okay. Investors. Okay, so investors. Okay, investors. Dalawang klase investors, guys ha. Two types of investors. Ano yung dalawang klase investors ng isang firm? Meron tayong who are the two types of investors? Again, nasa ano yan? Nasa assets is equal to liabilities plus equity. Sino-sino? Shareholders and of course your creditors, di ba? Yung nagpapautang sa atin, no? So lagyan natin dito, creditors. Are creditors interested? Are they keen on the well-being of the organization? What do you think, guys? Gusto ba ng creditors na mag-succeed yung firm?
Yes.
Yes.
Po, sir.
Bakit kaya? Bakit yes?
Pag mas mataas yung value ng firm, mas tataas din yung pinapasok nilang pera.
Yeah, that's true, no? That's true. Pag nagre-recite, please, pakibigay yung first name niyo para ma-acknowledge ko kayo, no? Sorry, Sino yun?
This is Albert. This is Albert po.
Albert, thank you. That's correct, Albert. Sabi ni Albert, pag nag-succeed yung firm, potential business ng creditors yan. Kasi pwede magkaroon ng ibang projects yan later on. So pwede humiram pa ulit sa creditors, di ba? Pag nagpahiram yung creditors, business din nila yun. Right? Tama? And creditors are interested in the well-being of the firm kasi gusto nila na makabayad yung firm. Pag nag-fail yung firm, hindi makakabayad yan ng interest and principal. Di ba? Kaya creditors would want the firm to succeed. It is to their benefit, no? Magta-time na. Okay, creditors, ano pa, guys? Ano pa? Shareholders, di ba? Siyempre, yung shareholders, interested sila sa well-being ng organization. Tapos, meron pa dito sinabi, may nakita ko, suppliers. No? Of course, yung mga suppliers kasi, suppliers deal with the firm. Business din nila yun eh. Sino pa? Paki-sound off na lang guys para hindi ko natitinan yung chat. Ano po yung mga sinabi? Okay, investors, suppliers, stockholders, consumers. Of course, guys, si consumers. Si customers, no? Si customers, they're interested in the well-being of the organization. Lagyan natin dito. Customers. Gusto nila mag-succeed yung firm kasi, guys, ano ibig sabihin nun? Si firm, ibig sabihin, makakapagbigay sila ng quality products, hindi defective products. The success of the firm is also the success of customers. Sino pa guys? Konti na lang and it's almost time.
Sir,
Let's just-
employees po.
Employees, of course. Ito yung internal customers ng organization. Yes, thank you so much. Again, yung name guys, ha?
This is Kyla po. Sorry,
Kyla,
sir.
thank you. Kyla, you're correct. No? Employees. Siyempre, pag bumagsak yung organization, saan pupunta yung employees? Di ba? Employees are very well interested in the success of the firm. Sino pa, guys? And then we'll end in this. Sino pa? Huwag niyo kakalimutan si Big Brother. Sino si Big Brother, guys? Sino?
Hello, sir.
Na. Yes, oo.
Hello, sir. This is Albert po. I'm just taking a very wild guess. Government.
Sige. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Albert. Government. Siyempre, guys. Pag walang firms, walang tax, guys. Diba? Kailangan ng government ng funds to fuel its activities. Bridges, roads, pati yung sweldo ng mga government employees. Kailangan robust yung mga organizations, yung mga businesses. Ano pa, guys? One or two more? Ano pa to? C. Isang C. Tapos isa pang C. Dalawang C na lang. And then we'll end in this. Sino kaya to? C, O, pakisabi na lang please ha. Sorry, hindi ko na makita yung chat ha. M,
Hello po, sir. Hello.
yes, yes.
Consumers po. Or
Consumers?
baka
Consumers are
po.
customers na, no?
Sige po.
Thank you, sino to?
Hello, sir.
Pakisabi muna yung name nyo guys ha, para ma-acknowledge ko kayo. Who was the next one na gusto mag-ano?
Sir, this is Jill po. Bonifacio
Jill?
po.
Jill, sige, Jill.
Community po.
Community, tama. Community, kasi si firm pwede siya mag-provide ng employment sa community, pati mga projects, di ba? Okay, and lastly guys, ito.
Hello po, sir.
Yes. Identify yourself,
this is
please.
Caleb.
Caleb, yes.
Pwede po ba competitors? But
Yes, yes.
I'm
Tama.
from a negative view.
Hindi, actually, di-discuss natin next meeting to positive view din yan, no? There's what we call healthy competition. No? Gusto ni Globe actually, kung tutuusin, mag-succeed si Smart. Si Smart din gusto kasi talagang it keeps them on their toes. Kasi pag pipitsugin yung customer nila, ay wala. They will just rush on their laurel. So in a sense, meron tinatawag na positive impact, no? Of competition. All right, guys, it's time. Thank you so much. We'll kick off from this next meeting, ha? Okay, so have a nice weekend, guys. Thank you so much. I enjoyed this session with you. Salamat, guys. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
po, sir.
Thank you
Sana
po,
natuto
sir.
kayo, ha?
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Sana
you
natuto,
po.
ha?
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Goodbye po.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, guys. Keep safe, ha?